What up, though? What's good? Be honest with y'all, just woke up about an hour ago. Uh, on schedule, and I've been getting sleepy early than a mug, so just not getting on here, checking in. Shoot, I don't see. Oh, there you go, right there. This the one I might use it right here. Blow that screen up some. So, what we gonna do here? You understand is hold up, let me do this because I made a mistake and hit something earlier that I wouldn't. Oh, this looks like it's straight now. Oh, I messed up my screen share. Let me get that back together. So what we gonna do here, y'all, is a little different, and this is like how I'm gonna start doing my videos. I'm going to do a commentary on my commentary, if you will. And I just want to have the dialogue because, like I said, my people on here, you can pick out in a crowded room. My people keep it real at all costs. And when they can't keep it real, they just keep their mouth shut. And if they can't see eye to eye with you, they ain't trying to beat you up. They just agree to disagree with you. So, when this discussion was happening the other day, I'm sitting back and I'm in awe at all these people that care, right? All these people that care. And it just took the wind out of me. And lo and behold, here come one of my people. One of my people, we'll just call him King. And he says, where did all this, he said something on the line of, where did all this fake outrage come from? It's like the same people who was on here several years ago, most of them is still on here. And you know what this platform brings. So if you care, just like I'm about to bring up in this video, if you care, you don't continue to stick around. You get away. You either try to make a difference or you get away. When you see you can't make a difference, you get away. Or you just keep trying. Whichever one. But you people know what this platform is about. Nothing but hate. Nothing but hate is spewed on here. And if you think that I'm playing with this, you think that I'm going too far with my analysis of this platform, go back in time and check out some of these people. You can check me out, a person that haven't even left off the ground when it comes to popularity, when it comes to building up their channel. I haven't even left the ground. I haven't even attempted to leave the ground. I got a little money on here, and oh my goodness, I was attacked. And I wasn't attacked by people I wasn't familiar with. I was attacked by people I was familiar with. And the thing is, if these people that petty, you actually question the talking about dead people, talking about kids. You've seen it happen over and over again, and you're still around here where it happens at. You see how silly you look? And I'm only speaking to those that feel the need to go on crusades and go on and go on panel hopping about people like Tracy. And they talk about Tracy. It's plenty of people that will get down and dirty like Tracy on here. And like Kong said in the comments, y'all, they never call out their favorite YouTuber. Even the young lady that was up there, she was cool with this lady the whole time. Then when they get into it, now here go the outrage on how she treated them babies. You see how foolish you people look? And it just makes me feel good when I'm looking around a crowded room and I see everybody saying the same thing. And I get that one individual that say, hey, why wasn't this much smoke? Why wasn't this much activity, electricity, energy being used on Blase Splee, Blase Sply, etc., etc.? These people been doing it forever. So why her? Why now? And then the old man got up there. I couldn't even hear what he got up there for. I don't know if he was trying to deaden the situation. I don't know if he was trying to call out the same things I'm calling out right now. I don't know. But the nerve of this guy, you know, when I started coming around, he was just ZX, but after a while, he became King ZX, right? The nerve of this dude critiquing someone talking about kids and dead people. The nerve. So it's like this. If you're going to be in this space, you know you got to deal with these things. If you're going to be in this space, these things are going to happen whether you like it or not. A young man told me some months back, probably a year or so back, I came on here with that same naive state of mind, saying, hey, if you slap me, I'm going to slap you back. Why you got to do this? Why you got to take it off here? Why you got to, you know? And the young man told me, what up, though, CC? The young man told me, you can't tell people how to fight. You can't come to my house and make the rules. You can't come to my backyard to fight me and say something wrong when I reach and grab my secret knife I got hidden in my backyard. Can't do that. You say I'm sounding like a bully, but listen to you, you're sounding stupid. You're coming to my backyard to fight me. You're coming to my house to fight me, and you make the rules on how to fight? So, this video I'm about to play, I know most of my people seen it. I'm going to commentate on this. You dig? I woke up kind of late, so I got a lot of things to do for myself and family today. So we're going to do this as expeditiously as possible. Let's rock and roll, y'all. Oops, I got to go back to the other channel. I'm going to push mute on this one while that play. What up, y'all? Made a mistake and goddamn me switched off the damn thing. But you know, I'm up this morning. I'm with the what ups. I'm with the what up those this morning, you know. Feeling good. It's all right. Just enjoying myself. Come and take a flight with boys to men. Back around the world. And we're coming to your town. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Yeah, but I wanted to cruise downtown and make the little buildings become big. But Wendy's didn't have what I wanted. Well, they had what I wanted, but a little bit too rude. And what they said was that exact change or credit card. And I wouldn't have no problem with giving a $3-4 tip if a motherfucker wasn't talking crazy. Talking loud and like they don't want to be to work. People that spend their money don't want to be treated like that. And I see these dumbass people going back and forth with these restaurants all the time. Nigga, take your money somewhere else. Take your ass home and make your ass something to eat. Quit giving your money to people that don't appreciate it. Quit giving your time to people that don't appreciate you. We don't want your business. Well, I got a right to. Man, shut the fuck up and get on. Get out of there. I know we be having short schedules and this, that, and the other, but listen, you don't have to deal with it. You don't. I know you probably been craving that coffee or that donut or that cigarette, or you don't have to deal with it. People treat you like trash. You don't have to play that game. You go play a better game. You know what's a better game than getting treated like trash? Not getting treated like trash. Let me pause that right quick. And department stores, you see people get what you call that damn, I know the name for it. But you see people get mistaken for different kinds of people because they look a certain type of way or they behave a certain type of way. And you see people say, hey, man, you look like you trying to steal or get out. We don't want your business. Quit arguing with these people. When somebody tell you something like that, that should mean to you that my money, my hard-earned money, isn't worth this place no way. Quit getting in your feelings because somebody want to refuse your hard-earned money. It's nothing to get emotional about. It's nothing to pull guns over. It's nothing to get police called over. When you recognize the devil, you either fight him or you get away. Now, I can promise you, if you fight him, 9 times out of 10, it ain't going to end well. Person tell you they don't want you to touch their stuff. Quit belittling yourself to their level about their stuff. Well, you don't own this store. I want to talk to your boss. No, listen, you're worth more than that. You're worth going somewhere where you're going to be accepted. Your money, your presence and your money is going to be accepted. It makes no sense, y'all. And that ties in with what we're talking about today as far as dealing with people that don't want to deal with you. Dealing with situations that you don't have to deal with. You hear people, see, check this out. When I have 2 content creators that I like, and they just so happen to get into it with each other, I don't sit around and listen to what's going on. If I walk into a room or a show and I realize what's going on, I will speak to my people and get up out of there. I'm not going to stick around and hear stuff that I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Buddy Lee talk about Tracy. I want to hear Tracy talk about Buddy Lee because I like both of them. So if I come onto their show and I realize that they're talking about each other, I say my highs and I leave. Nothing is making me stay there. So if these people talking about stuff that cringe your stomach, get up out of there. Get up out of there. So let's continue. It just don't make no sense. And then you hear people speaking on Tracy. She talking about people, kids, man. Are you niggas slow? Are y'all slow? Y'all think Tracy the only one talking about people, kids out of retaliation for somebody trying to belittle her about not having any kids? How can you lame ass niggas keep on continuing to tell people how to fight? You niggas lame as hell. Lame. You don't know what that, if that woman coming after kids and she ain't got no kids for you to come after, what the fuck do that tell you? What it tells you is you talking about her not being able or not having kids must hurt her dearly. So if you don't want smoky eyes, stay the fuck about the kitchen. It's just that simple. And if you're a newcomer, learn from your mistakes. But I'm tired of you lame ass niggas telling people how to fight, man. Shut the fuck up. She talking about her kids. She not talking shit to the kid. To the child, well, the child was dead. That's even more. At the end of the day, all of us got to account for our deeds. Now, that's another thing I want to bring up. When me and Slapper was going back and forth, and Slapper used my kid, my child. My child didn't hear what Slapper was saying about him. The only way my child would hear what Slapper said about him, because he was in the hospital. My son didn't hear what Slapper was saying about him. The only way he would hear is if I told him. So who is going around telling their children that somebody said something bad about them? Don't know them on social media. Who's doing that? Now that's a good question. Who's getting to an argument with somebody? Somebody's talking about their children. Who's actually going back and telling their children that a stranger was talking about them online? I'll wait. While I'm waiting, y'all, this that song I was singing. Let me let this commercial get out the way first. This that song I was singing, y'all. While we waiting, who's telling their children, hey, this guy I was beefing with online said this, that, and the other about you? Son, daughter, you know this stranger was talking about you online? Who's doing that? Who's going to tell their 3-year-old, hey, baby, such and such talking about you online? So quit with the fake crap. We see right through it. Those of us in the know see right through it. Check it out. Hey, this don't sound too good. Got this up kind of loud. We live. Here we go on another tour. Back again. Hey, I ain't heard it in a while, damn it. It's alright. Just enjoying myself. Come and take a flight with 2 men. I gotta play that better, y'all. This ain't loud. But yeah, who is going around telling their kids what strangers are saying about them online? My baby ain't here, but oh, you know what though? Let me keep it real. The only reason my baby heard somebody was talking about him online is because his grandma told him. She heard it. But what did my son say to a stranger that was talking about him online? Have my son came on this platform and said, "Hey, pops, let me fire a few shots off, even though you cool with this dude"? No, son don't care about what no stranger said about him. He was raised right. He was raised right. He care about no damn stranger. And my son's a hothead, just in case you didn't know. He turned up off the smallest thing. Real energetic, even after being in the hospital. That nigga don't care about what no stranger saying about him. But let's tap off into a couple more of these jewels I'ma drop before I lay the bottom line down. You did? So quit acting like you better, you hold it and die when you the same motherfucker. If you wasn't the same person, you wouldn't be in the same space. I can't believe. And Khan called it out. He said all this fake outrage. Man, you niggas fake as hell. I laugh. And then you lame ass niggas think all the everybody, because you motherfuckers fake and phony. You think everybody fake and phony because you niggas think y'all got something to hide. You think everybody got something to hide. Well, you punk bitches, whenever y'all feel froggish, all you gotta do is leap. All you gotta do is leap. I can't tell nobody how to fight. I ain't about to come on here and talk about nobody kids. But if somebody chose to talk about mine because I made them feel a certain type of way, I would rather that than a nigga trying to get me fired from my job. Hey, let's pause that right there. See, ain't none of my kids unless I tell my kids. See, this is where the fake outrage should be aimed at. Let me give you a question. Let me ask you a question to the audience, to whoever come across this dialogue. What would you prefer? Somebody talk stuff about your kid. Now, I wouldn't prefer none of it, but if we had no choice, right? What would you prefer? Somebody talk about your kids or somebody destroy your livelihood to take care of said child? Which one would you be outraged at the more? Somebody talking about a child that ain't gonna hear nothing that's said about them, or somebody that reaches into that parent's life and mess up the support that child needs to be taken care of. Which one deserves more outrage? I'm gonna let you decide, because that would be child abuse. Me talking about a child that never gonna hear my words, I wouldn't consider that abuse. What I would consider abuse is messing up that mama's or that papa's job to take care of that child, to make sure that child keeps a roof over their head, food in their stomach, soap, toothpaste, clothes on their back. Which one are you most outraged about? The child that never hears these bad things said about him or their parents? Or would you rather that parent's job be tampered with? Would you rather your fellow, what these people use, your fellow black man to be homeless because some words saying, because y'all attitudes don't mesh, because y'all personalities don't mesh, because that person reminds you of somebody that you hate and act like them too? Would you rather that child go without? Or would you rather me talk about that child? Now, I understand neither one, because both of them don't make no sense. See, me, I'm not a weak motherfucker. And that's no offense to nobody that has to fight that way. See, I could point at 1,000 other things besides what's going on inside your household. But that's just me. But who am I to tell an individual how to fight if we're fighting? We're throwing blows, and this dude just all of a sudden kicked me in the knee. Who am I to say, hey man, you don't supposed to kick, man? We just supposed to be throwing. No. That's being naive. If you got regulations like that, just don't fight. Period. Wouldn't that make more sense? If it hurts you for somebody to say this, that, and the other, why even fight anyway? And if your skin that thin, what you here for then? You dig? So once again, you got all these people outraged about this woman who allegedly from her mouth never had children, can't have children for whatever reason. You bring this up, y'all fighting, and you bring up the fact that she's barren or childless, however you want to weaponize that against them. And then this woman comes back and talk about your kids. Do that make any sense whatsoever that you're outraged? Really? Really? You can throw a rock, and when somebody throw a boulder back, you got an issue with that, right? No, Curl got an issue with that, and I'm gonna call it out when I see it. And I think that all of us need each other. I think that everybody is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing right now. I think that everybody is where they're supposed to be at. You get some people, oh man, I should be doing this. I could have had. You're where you're supposed to be at right now, doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. If you wasn't, you'll be doing something different. That's just the way I see things, right? So you open your mouth, you knock the leaf off somebody's shoulder, you belittle one, call them out their names because you don't like what they said or whatever, right? You get into a tangle now. And this person comes back and they're fighting in a way that you didn't think you was going to have to fight this way. You didn't think it was going that way, but you threw the first stone. And the reason I say you threw the first stone, because when you heard what you didn't like, you didn't have to come back with anything because you know what's up with this platform. And if you didn't know, I hope you learn from your mistakes. I stepped to somebody. I tried to complain about how they fought back. But the more I complained, the more it didn't sound right to me. The more I critiqued, the more I was critiquing myself. I stepped to a brother because he stepped to somebody else. And I told that brother I wanted all the smoke. And he gave me what I asked for. He gave me what I asked for. He didn't know that, talking about my child wasn't going to be the thing that shook me up. But he went there. Why he go there? Because I told the brother I wanted all the smoke. I'm gonna say that for another one. See, before I talk about anybody else, I'd like to put myself in the front first, just for it to be understood that I understand. I understand. I understand both sides. I understand the side to get mad. I understand the side that attack. But once again, when we don't like something, we don't sit there and keep on taking it in, do we? I don't like the way my auntie's dressing taste. Do I keep on asking for seconds and thirds? Or do I respectfully try to eat as much as I can that's right in front of me and say, I don't want it no more. I ain't got to tell her that. I ain't got to disrespect her or hurt her feelings. I can just respectfully not ask for no more. How about that part? So simple, man. So simple. Let's get back to this dialogue. Ain't none of my kids gonna hear what nobody say about them. Because my kids got better things to do than walk around with their old man and his little circles. You feel what I'm saying? Fake ass, weak ass niggas. You know what? I just inspired myself to do a live. I don't know if I'm gonna do it now or later, but I just inspired myself to do a live. You niggas fake and phony. I can never take you niggas seriously. The people I can take serious, they stick out like a sore thumb. They stick out like a big old sore thumb. It's like you ain't got to worry about confusing the real from the fake on this platform. Only thing you got to do is have a little sense. Questioning niggas. So you think that it's okay to talk about kids? Like, bitch, where have you been? You don't see what these people doing on this platform? If you don't like it, stay the fuck away from it. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about niggas hating. It's all about dog eat dog. It's all about crabs in the barrel. Start getting some money on there. You want to see some real hate? You want to see some real unadulterated hate? Start getting some money. Get some money. Man, time for you bust ass niggas, man. I laugh when I be seeing Vic explaining himself to these people, man, and it is hilarious. It's just as hilarious timer. Crazy. 90% of the people on here are avatars. None more, none less. Just straight. I'm sorry to be so oops, my bad. Let me get that up out there. I'm sorry to be so graphic when I call that out, CC, but you know, it when you're driving and you're talking to yourself, man, you start to you can visualize what you actually talking about. And I'm just sitting there talking about, as I'm talking about it, I'm visualizing this stuff with my mind's eye. You did. And I'm just like, wow. I wasn't going to even mess with the live button, but I'm thinking about it and I'm like, wow. And then listen, I liked it, the energy of the lady who called herself exposing things, but in all actuality, she was exposing herself more than anything. But that's another story. But I liked that her energy. My question to her is, I told you, I already told. I talk to you when I get finished. I told you everything we was gonna do, and here you go talking about pointing. That's my baby I'm talking to, y'all. So listen, I heard her energy. I respected what she was saying to a certain degree. To a certain degree. I overstood why she did her best not to let too many people talk, because they were pointing, a couple things I heard was the obvious being pointed out, right? The obvious that was being pointed out, the obvious thing that was being pointed out is that you knew all this trash about this woman and you were still her friend. You didn't get this outrage until this woman did something to you, said something about you, etc., whatever the crazy situation may be. Now you all of a sudden care about what you knew the whole entire time. See, baby girl, there's a few of us on here that actually puts emotion on the shelf, and we look at what's being said, not just with our ears. People didn't know that you can look with your ears. Not only look at it with our ears, but we look at it with our mind. And once I heard that too many times, that you were cool with them, even though I never heard a rebuttal on that. What I heard was, yeah, whatever the noise was to confuse everything that was said. And I'm going to tell you like this, baby girl. You still got hope. It's not too late for you. But the thing is, you got to put your emotions on the back shelf. See, a few of us on here, we wasn't buying all the outrage. We wasn't buying it from the lady that was giving the expose. We wasn't buying it from the people in, or should I say the trolls in the chat that was outraged. Because the main people on here, probably Vic Damone is probably one of the only persons I didn't hear talk about little kids in a derogatory way. And if I'm wrong, I will apologize, but with receipts. And I got my confidence on him because I know him. That's why I got my confidence on him. So these people with this fake outrage, listen, you don't sub, and make sure you listen to people that you're disgusted. If you're disgusted by this type of thing, you don't okay it just because it's one of your favorite YouTubers that's done it. See, check this out. You will never, I don't care what you come with about my kids, right? I don't care about my mother. It will never, well, let's X out mamas, because my mama was who she was. Powerful person in my life, and she was my mama. So my mama did whatever she wanted to do and said whatever she wanted to say. I can check her 100 times. She's still gonna be my mama, and she's still gonna say what she gonna say at the end of the day. But the disgusting stuff, gay stuff about, little kids, you will never hear me, because a person did that to me, I'm gonna do it to them back. No. See, that KING has meaning to it. That KING is the world. We don't follow trends. We make them. Because this person says a disgusting thing about my child, I don't go back at them the same. I'm bigger and badder than that. I look at that as disgusting. So I'm not going to take that thing I perceive as disgusting and wield it myself. No. No. See, that KING ain't just there for fun. It ain't just there because it looks good or it makes me appear to be better than what I am. That KING is the world. We don't duplicate water. We create it. It flows from us. We don't bottle it. We give it freely. That's how deep we is. Oh, this person made talking about kids look cute. Oh, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put my splash on it, my personality. No, nigga, we don't pick it up, period. We let you expose you. We let you tell us how deep and dirty and demented your mind really is. See, while we sitting back here allowing our true selves to be known, see, you're hiding something. You're hiding something within. And the only way I'm going to find out what you're hiding is press a button on the surface and see how dark, deep, and demented your mind's eye really is. See, friends, there's certain things I won't even bring out my mouth. There's certain things I have never brought out my mouth because of the way when I get that split-second glimpse in my mind at how it looks at what I'm saying, I almost want to throw up. Certain things will never come out my mouth. So I'm not going to come and let a stranger make me do those things. No, that ain't what a king is about. That ain't what a king is about. We make the rules. And if our mind ain't dark, if our heart ain't dark and we making deep, dark, demented rules, if we're not that type of person, guess what? We don't go to that playing field. We don't even enter that playing field. See, like I was telling y'all at the beginning of that video, how I went to Wendy's and I started to record the interactions, y'all. I started to record it. I pull up, y'all. First of all, the breakfast menu not even up. So I'm trying to find out. I'm not trying to spend no more than $5, $6. So I say, hey, your menu not up. Do you got something in there under $5? I'm gonna go with the lowest first. I don't normally eat breakfast, but I've been on my wife's schedule, so and doing the damn thing. So I've been like hungry in the morning, something I usually don't do. So no, we ain't got nothing, like snappy. So I said, hey, what's up? You ain't trying to work today or something? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. And I say, well, check this out. And I reason with her like, hey, I only got this, dude. Can you tell me if you got anything that's about this price? So she finally said something that she got something for me that's way less, like $1 and some change less than what I'm asking for. So I'm asking myself, like, what was the reason for the outrage on her part? Like, she was real snappy, y'all. I had to use my charm to put her at ease. I had to step outside myself. I had not to, like I'm talking about on this platform. I had every right because I'm trying to spend my money to fight fire with fire. But why would I do that? It's my money. Why do I have to get talked to if I'm feeling sensitive that day? Let me point that out first of all. As a man, if I felt sensitive enough that morning, which I'm usually am sensitive in the morning, I'm real snappy and aggressive in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to do that? This is a woman I'm talking to, right? I know how to put a woman in her place without calling her B's and O's and standing all over her with my hand raised. I know how to do that. I know how to do it in a loving fashion, thanks to my wife. So I put her in her place and I got to the window and I said to myself, nah, I just wait till my wife get off work. Because if I don't eat early, y'all, I don't eat, period. I eat with my wife. Period. My babies, I wish I can get them to do that, but we make sure they got everything. So if we ain't talking like and I said my babies, you know my 18-year-old, he didn't got a job, but you know he's still the baby with my 14-year-old. So, but we make sure they got, you know, if they hungry and we ain't talking and they don't see nobody in the kitchen putting nothing together, they gonna go ahead and do their thing. I try to tell my 14-year-old, let me know so I can tell you, hey, don't fix nothing. You know, I'm going to get you something or I'm going to make something. Try to do that to him, but, you know, he on his own clock. Just like now, I told him that I'm about to give him my game, let him go ahead and run the weekend with it. You know what I'm saying? After we make sure the house clean, but he didn't came in here like he forgot what we talked about already. So I said, nah. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and keep my money and I'll just eat later because I ain't really hungry. I just, you know, Wendy's got a pretty good fry or breakfast potato in the morning. I really just wanted that, but I wanted to get something to drink with that. So I asked myself, like, do I want to spend my money for somebody that didn't appear to appreciate it? You know, she felt like I felt like I don't really want to be doing this. But see, when we step into an environment where we're trying to bring in money for our household, we're not presenting ourselves as somebody that don't really want to do it. We're trying to present ourselves as pleasant. See, the thing is, what you put in, that's what you get back. You put that negativity into strangers, you're going to get that back. Period. It may not be from that stranger. You put that negativity in, but it's going to come back for sure. Hey, tell me about it, Rod. Listen, I'm just not finding out about them like about 2 weeks ago. I had them things. I wanted I heard about the hot chicken for a couple years, you know, since they started doing the breakfast thing. So I wanted that because I'm real hungry, right? I'm like, yeah, I can go ahead and try that out and, you know, get whatever little potato something they got on the side. Man, I got them potatoes, Rob. Man, the hell with that chicken sandwich. That chicken sandwich was a 5. Them potatoes, oh my goodness, dog. Oh my man. But you know, because I didn't feel like I was appreciated this morning, and it was nobody in the drive-through neither, y'all. I was like probably the first customer, and it was right before I did that little upload. So it was that about 8, 9 in the morning. So the thing is, it got me to thinking about how, you know, Tracy was being attacked, and anybody for that matter that retaliates off being attacked. See, there's certain people on this platform that's known as that does commentary, and it's a number of people that has the identity to do that, and they give commentary based on their perception, based on their way of thinking. And they always leave the door open for you to clear things up. They mostly right? Leave the door open for people to clear things up if it wasn't right, if their perception or if their points wasn't right. So for you to get into it with these people, and it's not everybody, it's like we know who these people are. So for these people to give their commentary and us to meet their commentary with aggression, and unless they're being slandered, and 9 times out of 10 they are. But why can't us grown people understand that fighting fire with fire only creates a bigger fire? It's like when I see this happen, it just tells me that this person wants, listen, and this is my commentary. It says to me, oh, this person wants attention because this person appeared to be smart enough to deaden this situation without all the emotional and drama. You know what I'm saying? This person seems to have the intellect to deaden this right now, but they're going at it this way. Okay. They want some attention. See, there's no character here. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to get fame. When I hit these streets, y'all, and I get into a conversation out in the real world, I literally draw crowds. I literally get a crowd together. And we sitting there kicking it. Ain't nobody trying to slap each other upside the head. We sitting there kicking it. When I used to wait on them buses, man, it used to be an experience. It used to be an experience. And we're kicking it about things that's relevant to us at that point in time in our life. I got conversation pieces. We can kick it. So I just decided, Vic was trying to get me to get on this platform long before he did. We can put a conversation together, man. We be sitting there. Somebody done been and went home and grabbed a barbecue grill, man, and we're not doing nothing but loving. That's what type of power I wield. And when I seen how much strife, when I seen the hate on this platform, I told Vic, I think you're right. I do need to get on here. See, kings don't run away from the fire. We don't run. We extinguish it. And we don't keep on pointing out what's not right and who's doing this and who's doing that. No, we only points out things that resonates within us. See, the topic of discussion resonated within me. When my big dog, Kong King, out of all of those hundreds and probably over thousands of typings done in the chat, I only seen several that just stood out above everybody. And Kong King was one of them. And he said, what's up with all this fake outrage? And he called it like it was like a punch on the chin. It kind of deadened the whole situation for me because I knew then, okay, that's enough people for me to realize that, we're seeing a bunch of fakery right now. And I don't really feel it's fakery. I just feel like when real doesn't resonate with you, you just go with the crowd. That's what I feel for people. When you don't have an example of someone solid, you go with your best impression of solid. All they cool when it come to this, but they talk behind their friends' backs. Oh, they straight when it come to this, but they, liable to backstab you. See, that doesn't exist here. What's going on, Calico? See, we walk the YouTube, we walk the cyber streets, we walk the PlayStation streets. We don't get on these things and become a different character. We bring our real personality to the forefront. There's no character. This cat y'all encounter in here, a lot of people stay away from. I put them in the category of my kids because my kids don't like to hear what I got to say. They know I'm gonna come with something, and they ain't trying to stick around too long. Because we're gonna get off into a conversation where we're not talking about all the distractions, we're talking about the real reality. And they don't like talking about the real reality much. They like thinking Donald Trump is a real entity, that he actually controls something, that he's not a puppet, that it's not people that's way more powerful than the president. They like believing that. They like believing the lies that spew out of TV and out of music, out of entertainment. They like that. They don't want to hear no truth. So that's when you see them, keep away. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you go out there and you experience the things that I talk about, I will be here for you. I'll be here to talk about it. That's all I'm trying to solidify. I don't care about no fame. Listen, when you get fame in this world, you got to give up something. When you get too much money in this world, you got to give up something, and that something is going to be the most near and dear thing to you. And I ain't talking no blood sacrifices or none of that. I'm just talking the actual factual. You got to give up something. See, when I was out there living that foul life, I ran into a lot of females that had real good men that took care of them and loved their dirty draws. But those men had women that craved attention. And it's impossible for a man to give that nice, beautiful woman attention if he's spending all his time making the money. See, we don't call this deep. We call this reality. You got to give up something. And that something is going to be the thing that's more near and dear to you. See, friends, we ain't got to cross over to Illuminati and all that shit to be able to realize the real reality. Now, that's just normal of the goings and comings of this world. That's just normal. Niggas call me henpecked because I always got my woman around me, always. I'm just now starting to trust myself a little bit after 12 years of marriage. After 12 years. Me and my co-worker, when I was delivering pizzas some years back, he used to talk about he going on boys' trips and his wife going on girls' trip. And I used to say, what? I say, and he's real flirtatious. I don't know his woman, but I don't know his wife, but I seen his wife, and his wife, I'm gonna just get credit where credit's due, is a nice looking and nice built woman. You hear me? And he would tell me, yeah, man, we going here. And that's why I say what, and I don't mean to offend nobody, but the majority of the things that I've researched and the things that I've experienced in real life, I always say this: the fraternity brothers are kind of weird. It's some weird stuff go on. You feel what I'm saying? So he tell me, we know each other. We've been around each other a couple years now working. Yeah, man, me and my boys, me and my brothers, we get together. And brothers, what you mean, brothers? Brotherhood? Yeah, we went to school and we go together. Last time we went to Vegas, stayed like 3-4 days. And I said, so was you married then? Mind you, this brother's on his third wife. Was you married then? Yeah, that was my first wife. I say, I say, well, you do understand that trips like that is meant for husband and wife, right? You can't spend that much time away from your wife, can you? Oh yeah. Now see, I see him flirting up there at the job. So and T, if you anywhere and you're listening to me, you know I'm gonna call a duck a duck. I'm gonna call a dog, nigga. I know you messed around on your wife, nigga. I know it. I know it. You know, I know it for real, real. Because the girls, you know, a few of the girls wanted to mess around with me. And when you got that type of situation going on, a lot of real stuff is coming out. What up, though, Nep? A lot of real stuff coming out, y'all. And a couple, before I realized what it was, a couple girls had said, "Oh, she riding with T." They've been messing around and pulled over somewhere. I said, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." No wonder he can take trips like that with just his friends, and his wife can do the same thing with her friends because the wife ain't no dummy. Basically, the wife ain't no dummy. She know what's up, just like I know what's up. So dig this. We got into listen. We had conversations that lasted for days. So he would use that my commentary on his situation to say I'm insecure. I'm insecure, and I said no. It's quite the opposite. I wouldn't trust myself that many miles in between me and my wife, and to have somebody come after me. I can't trust. I don't trust myself that well. I can trust myself well enough to go to work, take care of wherever business I got to take care of in the streets, and come home to my wife at the end of the night. Very sexually aggressive. So I got to see my wife every night, even when her friends in town. If you husbands out there, long time boyfriends, know what I mean by that. And no, ain't nothing going on with the friends in town, but my wife is right up under me every night. So for that brother, I say either this brother is very powerful or this a cheating ass nigga. And it turned out to be he was just a cheating ass nigga. Hey, love you though, T out there. Love you though. I can't tell you how to walk your path, man. Hey, one thing I tell you is you reap what you sow, brother. You reap what you sow at the end of the day. But yeah, y'all came in the room. I wasn't even planning on being on. Oh, that's what's up, Calico. That's what's up. What's going on, Hammer Time Funk? Hey, Tanya, every time I come over to your channel, I don't hear nothing. It's like it be mute. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Next time you go live or something, make sure that link pinned up there. But appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Like I say, man, I'm not here for what everybody here for. I'm not. I'm here to call, put awareness out there. If you want to talk, we can talk about God. I love doing that. But see, we ain't no one trick pony, man. We do it all. We do it all. We don't have to beef. You can call. Hey, listen, I made my platform. If you see me out of order, maybe it might be meant for you to put me back in place. Maybe it might be meant for that. Maybe I give a commentary that's way off. Maybe you need to come somewhere or say, hey, man, you need to address this, and I open up my platform. This is they stuff at the end of the day, but I'm going to use it to spread love. Sometimes love don't feel good, but at the end of the day, it's going to be appreciated. Sometimes we think love is all about pleasure. No, man, it go both ways, man. You got to be able to take the bitter with the sweet. That's the only way you grow. See our friend over there in Indianapolis? He not built for this. If y'all can get that brother to have a conversation with me, I don't think I can help him, but I can plant some seeds that he gonna hear for the rest of his life. He been hearing them his whole life, but I ain't heard too many people plant the seeds that I could plant on that brother at 9-11 in Indianapolis. That brother can't take the bitter with the sweet. I hear that brother. I heard him tell a brother, quit asking me about mind your business. After I just heard him tell me like 2 hours of his business. I said, yeah, man, that he definitely needs some help. Definitely needs some help. And y'all know, like I know, man, I hate to call a snake a snake, on such a good stream. But y'all know, like I know, she's praying and waiting for that boy to get locked up. Y'all already know. That lady 50-something years old. She don't really look 50-something years old, ugly or not. Man, that lady about to get busy. If she ain't already. She about to get busy. Trust me. She just sitting back waiting, dog, waiting. She can't communicate with him. That's the thing, man. My wife be thinking I don't be listening to her just because I don't say, jump up, and I don't know why. But everybody learn different. Some people learn with resistance. I learn with resistance. You can tell me some good stuff and I find everything negative to come back at it with, but it don't mean that I'm not taking in everything you're telling me. It don't even mean that I don't believe everything you're telling me. I'm just putting that out there so that if I hit something, you can, oh yeah, I ain't think about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put it out there. But like I say, everybody perceive different. That man, that woman can't even talk to that man. That hot mic proved that damn, that she in a messed up situation, dog. That's why I don't hate her, I don't, if it's a real marriage, Donna, take care of it the right way. But if it ain't, if it's just words, hey, do your thing, baby. I ain't hating you. I see the frustration. I see it. And then that nigga, man, the main thing that came out of that hot mic, y'all, is that he be hitting her. That nigga gonna say, I ain't gonna hit you. Like, nigga, what? Like, dog, I can't even fathom. My wife hit me upside my head with a stack of CDs. You know what I did with her? Pinned her up against the wall. So she can't throw nothing else. I couldn't imagine hitting my motherfucking wife, man. And that was before she was my wife. I couldn't fathom, dog. When I heard that nigga say that, man, I was so mad. I was so upset, man. I was like, wow. Out of all that she dealing with, and everybody gonna reap what they sow. So when we feel bad for somebody, only take it so far. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no gun to her head making her stay there and take it no way. But we know how it is to be infatuated or or I guess love somebody. I guess. But the brother say, and this why I started to find him after all these years. I'm starting now to find him hilarious. But the brother come on here and he volunteered like 3 hours of his business. And the brother asked him something about what he was just talking about. And he say, I'm gonna get you up out of here, bitch. Man, your business. Don't ask me nothing about, what I just said. I said, oh, hell no. This nigga is crazy. But see, he's just a light bulb, a bright light bulb on the Christmas tree. There's plenty of people on here crazy, just as crazy as Tyron. Just as crazy, man. And that's why we need to watch what we say to people. We need to be able to identify them. The only thing, and that's why I respect the troll, because the only thing you have to do is press a button and just sit back and listen. And a person tell you everything that's going on in their rabbit ass mind and heart. Period. That's what I do. That's what I sit on here and listen for. I don't popularity. No, man, I know that at the end of the day, if you get too big, you get too much money, you gotta get something up. Something gotta go. Your privacy, perhaps. Your location, perhaps. I told you it's gonna be near and dear, so you might be in a location you love, but you're gonna have to give it up. You're gonna have to give it up for the sake of your privacy, for the sake of your safety. You're gonna have to give up something, y'all. But hey, we gonna get off into even more what the world consider deeper things on different days. I'm gonna get up out of here, see what my baby talking about, and holler at y'all in a minute, y'all. Hey, I'll be around, y'all. I find it more powerful, man, to just sit back and observe people. If I like you, I'm observing you. I'm seeing what type of person you is, because if me and you on the same level, I can fuck with you in the real life, in the real world. See, if a cat like Kong was in Detroit, I would see him probably once or twice, at least a month. We resonate. We ain't he believe in the things of this world, and I find it hilarious. He believe in the presidency and all that stuff. I find it funny. And that right there is enough for me to make sure I see you in the physical. Because I would be crying, laughing, crying. You can show him stuff that draw you to the conclusion of where this world is, and he's still gonna believe the ways of this world. And I find that hilarious. Peace, y'all.